Welcome back to the channel. My name's not Tronage, and today we're going to be talking about the Emax Tinyhawk Ready to Fly bundle. Want to see what's inside?
Stick around! Alright guys, listen, I didn't want to kind of confuse you a little bit, but if you don't remember, this is Rachel. She is my girlfriend. She's made several appearances on the channel, I believe, but her most notable was during the vlog video that we did for when we went and purchased this Canon M50 that we're using right now. If you haven't seen that video yet, you want to check it up. It's going to appear up here in the corner somewhere. It's a great camera. Check it out. It's kind of a nice adventure, and it was a fun day at the mall. So now moving on to this video, basically here's the premise. Her birthday is like right around now. So since that's the case, she kind of wanted to get a little into this FPV thing that I'm doing, and said, you know what, hey, you know, maybe I want to get into this a little bit. So what I thought would be a great gift is I got her the Tinyhawk Ready to Fly bundle. And the point behind this was, this is supposed to be, essentially in here is going to be everything you need. It's going to have your goggles, it's going to have your controller, it's going to have your drone, it's going to have pretty much everything you need to fly right in one package. And the price I thought was kind of unbeatable. It was like, you know, $160, $170, something around those lines. And I thought this would be a great learning experience because it's kind of set up to be for a beginner. But what I thought was also great about this would be an opportunity to check it out for the channel, as well turn this kind of into a series of like kind of how to learn to fly, like not necessarily an instructional video, but perhaps to inspire others out there that are new to the sport and want to get involved. Maybe someone's, you know, girlfriend or boyfriend is not into it and wants to get into it, or maybe someone's son or daughter who hasn't ever flown or anything wants to get into it. So I'm trying to make this more like a how to get started and where to begin and stuff. And we're checking out to see if this is a good spot. I don't know if this is a great spot to start, but we're going to find out. Now, as always, with all my unboxings, I don't unbox it and play with it and whatnot. This is exactly how I received it from the factory. It obviously came in a shipping container, but after I opened the shipping box, this is it. You know, it's got the little UPCs on it, and I haven't opened it. I haven't looked inside. I don't know what it's going to be inside, but we're going to dig into this together. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. While you're at it, hit that bell icon. It makes finding my videos that much easier. It helps support the channel, and you'll get to keep in the loop with how she's doing with her flights, because you'll be notified when I post new videos. All right, so now let's crack this open. Why don't you come on in close? We'll open it up. We'll see what's inside, and we'll check it out. You excited?
I can't wait.
It's awesome. Yeah. All right, guys, here we go. So being that this is her birthday present, I'm going to give her the honors to open this up. So without further ado, feel free to start opening, and we'll start playing with and looking. This way a little bit. There you go. Alright, let's see what's inside. Whoa.
Ooh, look at all this stuff.
Alright. Let's take a wow. There's like
There's a lot of stuff in here.
There's a lot of stuff in here. Alright, so let's where do you want to begin? You pick you pick something and I'll tell you what it is, how we do that.
How about let's take a little ooh. It's a pretty nifty drone thing.
Drone thing? Alright, so what we have here, we have the little Tinyhawk.
It's adorable.
This is freaking adorable little craft, let me tell you. Like, I mean, I have the, you know, the Beta 65, the Beta 75, the Mobius 7, tons of tiny whoops, but this is really like I don't know. It just got a different look and feel to it, especially with what this has. It actually has the props are upside down. See how they're attached here, pointing down? Normally they're attached on the bottom, pointing up. So it's kind of like a little unique spin. Nice little battery in the bottom already installed. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You want to feel it a little bit?
What I like about the way that it's made is that it seems to be like a little tiny bit flexible. But,
planning on crashing?
Well, I'm sure that's what'll happen.
Because that's the idea. I mean, if they have it be a little bit flexible like that, it lets it absorb crashes. So when you have impacts, it won't damage the frame. And it does feel like it's a pretty robust frame. So
it is. I'd say that. It's, I've seen the tiny whoops, and those are so tiny and delicate. This is a little bit larger, a little more robust. So I'm pleased.
All right, pick something else, and let's figure out what it is.
Well, we'll just stay with the top half. Okay. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Well, what this is going to be your charger for charging your batteries, which is cool that they also included a charger. USB on one end, so you're going to plug it into any USB. And then these are where you're going to plug in your little batteries. And they actually has it's compatible with the two different types. The one that yours is going to be the little bigger plug. So you're going to plug your battery into these bigger sockets. But there's also types of batteries out there that have the smaller connector. It's the older connector. This is the more current in style one. And it lets you basically charge 6 batteries at once off of one USB port. So that's a pretty cool addition. I didn't even realize it came with the charger for the batteries.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. There you go. Pick something else.
Looks like this must be the USB charging unit. Looks like micro USB, right?
Well, what this is, check this out. Let me see the Tinyhawk for a second.
Tinyhawk.
This is so later on when we need to do like some setups and stuff, you can actually take your USB cable, you can plug it into your craft, and you plug this into your computer, and then using some software, you can go in and change the settings and whatnot with how it operates and all that fun stuff. Now, is there another port somewhere else, or is that the one main port? Yeah, that's the only port, I think. So that's what this is for, which is cool that they also included the USB cable so that you can hook it up to a computer and do the programming when that time, if and when it comes. However, as I mentioned earlier, what I'd like to do is just see, can we just take this and fly it as is? Do we have to hook it up to anything, or can we just, go with it as it is? So hopefully that'll be the case. All right, pick something else.
Okay. So it looks like we have some stickers and extra props.
Yeah, I would say that's exactly what we got here. We got some stickers, we got some extra props, got some, learn to fly instruction stuff, some beginner's tips. So we'll be going over those things, and try to get her up in the air as soon as possible. But it's nice that they've included some extra props too, because those can always cause a problem when they break. What else you got? What's that?
Tiny toolkit.
That is the most tiniest screwdriver I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Look at how tiny this is. Look at this. Do you see how tiny that is?
I see.
So what we got here, we got basically, it looks like a spare part kit, a tiny little screwdriver, an additional power cable in case you break yours, and then it looks like it's got some like little screws and stuff. Maybe they look like the motor mount screws and whatnot. The little squishies that mount the flight controller are in here. So it's basically kind of like a little mini spare parts kit with a little tiny, tiny tool. All right, okay, you know what that is.
That's the controller.
Nice. It's kind of cool, all white.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, it clicks nice.
Ooh, 3-position switches. I didn't know that. That's high-end stuff. Those are going to be your little trims.
Pretty neat.
Pretty cool. Let me see. Let me see. Or maybe also that cable might be to charge this. Look, it has the USB over here too. So that cable we can also use to charge this thing, it looks like. Because, yeah, this is all like screwed together. So it's not like you take the battery out to charge it. So you probably just plug in and charge it. But this will be cool. I mean, obviously the gimbals aren't wonderful, amazing, super duper high-end gimbals. But, I mean, it does its job. Thumbs, definite. Let's see if we can do some pinching. I could even, you know, I'm a full-time pincher here when I fly, and I could definitely get some pinch on this action. So, yeah, I would say this is totally flyable as a pincher. I mean, it's clearly designed as for thumbs, but for pinching, you could totally still do the same stuff you're going to be doing with a pinching. And then, yeah, these are 3-position switches, which are great. We'll have to look and see what they're going to do. But it's probably going to be your different flight modes, your arming, and all that fun stuff. So that is a pretty cool thing. There you go.
I know what this is. Oh, the goggles. They look pretty nice.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So these are going to be your box goggles. Put your antennas up. There you go. So what we got here, we just have a set of box goggles. They do have a little bit smaller form factor than other box goggles that I've seen, but that's absolutely fine. They're still great to get started with. What is nice, I'm noticing.
Just to say that maybe it's better for females.
Oh,
because it's a little bit smaller.
A little bit smaller, little lighter weight on the face might be a very good thing. What I'm also noticing, which is pretty cool, it looks like there's these little things on the side, and I think those are going to be, yes, that's exactly what this is. So they have focus adjuster, so you can move the screen really far away, or you can bring it up close. So however close or far your eyes can focus, you can bring the screen forward and back. So as you move these, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it inside, but let's give it a try. As I'll do it from the angle here. If I pull these up, see how that screen moves forward, and then we move it back. So it gives you some range depending on how good or bad your eyesight is. And I think, yes, it looks like it also has a fan. That's pretty high end. It has a fan here to keep the inside cool so you don't get buildup of condensation inside there. It looks like we have a couple buttons on the top. We have a channel button. We have an FR button, frequency, I'm guessing. So this is going to be like channel and then frequency. So A, B, C, D. And this is going to be like which, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm guessing. We'll have to check it out when we do the instructions. We have an M and an A button. Manual and auto. I don't know. We'll have to figure those buttons out. The only thing I would have liked to have seen on here would be like, I know I'm getting like picky now, but it would have been great to have maybe like a DVR in here so you could also record the flights. So there's no DVR that I can see, but we do have diversity because there are 2 antennas on here. I'll swap probably these antennas out instead of these little rubber ducky antennas. We'll probably put like, some other antennas on here that are probably a little bit better. But overall, that is pretty cool. All right, and what's this last thing that you kind of left behind here?
Well, I didn't get to that
yet.
yet.
Here, what is that?
Battery pack? LiPo
battery pack. This is the battery pack for this guy. That's what this is. This is going to be how we run this thing. And it looks like... Does it open? Oh, so it has a little thing to charge it, so we can charge it also. But it looks like it has... Does it open or something? Oh. Okay, so it's running on one of those 18650 battery packs. So these are very common, so you don't have to worry about it. If anything goes wrong or you go dead, you can have a couple of these on hand because the 18650 batteries are actually very common. You can pretty much find these at any vape shop. They have like hundreds of these. So if you ever have a problem, you can always grab one of those. But that's pretty cool that that's what it's running on. But you can just charge it directly through here. And then it looks like you just stick this up on the back here somewhere. Yeah, like right here. You just stick your little battery pack in here like this. Like so. Get in there. There we go. So your little battery pack will go like this. And then your wire comes over here and plugs in. No, is that a screw or is that where it plugs in? Is that where it plugs in?
That's where it gets plugged in.
You think? Yeah, I think you're right. Yes. Plugs in like that. And then you have these straps holding it to your face. So that's how that works.
Interesting.
Pretty cool. I'm happy with that. All right. Is there anything else in here? Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
That's about it. Nothing in these little slots or anything. So I guess these slots are maybe for like extra batteries or something, because there really wasn't anything in these slots, right? No. All right, so that looks like that's everything in this package. So let's talk about this and we'll give you our thoughts. All right, guys. So this Tinyhawk is really got to be one of the most adorable little things I've ever seen. I mean, as you know, I have the Beta 65, the Beta 75, the Mobula 7. I have tiny whoops all over the place. And I don't know, this thing just has like a different feel to it. Like the plastic feels a little bit more robust. Has almost like a velvety, like satiny feel to it, you know? Like what do you think? I mean, it's your quad. What do you feel about it?
I mean, this is a really nice construction. I feel like it's more durable. Definitely more durable than the tiny whoops that I've seen you use. And I'm excited to have this be my first quad because it seems pretty strong. Yeah.
I think this would be a good learning quad. It looks like it could pretty much take a good beating. I mean, love to fly it right now, but we obviously have to charge some of these packs and everything. We have to charge the box goggles. So I want to use the whole package, you know, as a set. We have to get the transmitter charged up, and then we'll go through the instructions and see how that all sets up. And I might do like a separate video just of how to go through setting this all up. But right now, it's getting a little bit late. I mean, if you check the time up here, it's almost 11 o'clock at night, and I don't think you want to be flying right about now because I kind of want to go to bed soon-ish. So
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, a little tired. But that being said, just want to show you the goggles real quick with comparison to our faces. Because like I said, they did look a little bit smaller than other box goggles that I've had experience with. So you can see they do look a little bit smaller, but they're probably more appropriate to her face because she has a smaller face than I do. But as far as how they work, you're just going to slip them on your head. And you're going to go in, and there you go. And that's it. And you're going to be looking at, there's a screen inside that you'd be looking at if it was turned on. And you'd be, you know, doing your thing and flying.
Nice.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
So you can see they are a little bit smaller. They do have the adjustable. Oh, okay. So I thought it was moving the screen, but it's actually, when I move these little levers, it looks like it's moving the lens inside is what's actually moving. So it'll give you good focus depending on what your depth of field is of, you know, the lens. Kind of look like a bunny.
A little bit.
Just in time for Easter. But we will have, you know, multiple parts of this video because we're going to have to go through some sort of a setup. I'm obviously going to have to take it on a couple of test flights because, you know, I kind of bought it so I can fly it first, right?
Avi.
But just to make sure things work, and then we'll take you on the journey with her learning and what goes into the process of learning how to fly, whether starting with line of sight, moving on to FPV, and just starting to enjoy the hobby. You excited?
Very.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
So as always, my name's Tronage.
My name's Rachel.
Fly strong!